I'm going to try something new now. I've been staring into my own picture in these videos. It's a form of mirror gazing. Mirror gazing is one of the great methodologies to get an understanding of the self in the individuation process. As you know, I think everything in Torah and in life has a two-ness aspect. So when you actually think of me staring into this mirror, I'm developing a two-ness. The person staring in and this picture of me. There's a lot of work that's been done over the years called mirror gazing as far as psychology goes, and it's a magic and mystical methodology. For these few moments, I'm going to change and look into the green light on my computer, almost as a candle gazing. Instead of looking at myself like this, I'm going to now start to look at the webcam that's in the computer and speak into that. Now, I've been speaking for a few years, and so this is a great change for me. I want to see how I speak differently. Is there a different level in my perception? Am I as fluent? What is my relation to the self that I peripherally see under this light that I'm staring into? Because I still see myself on the bottom in its periphery. Let's see how things change. Is this now a two-ness with a three-ness? That third aspect being the ikka, the root of the other two aspects. Is this root not a projection, like I'm doing into this mirror image, but the thing itself, a non-picture that's making a picture? Is it the will, the desire? I'm actually seeing some shadowy hallucinations as I stare into the mirror, into the light. Will this change how I dialogue? Will this change the necessity for this dialogue? Will it change my conception of two-ness? Remember, these videos are done for me. As you can see on the numbers of viewers that I've had on these videos, they're done for me. So there's an unconscious necessity and desire. It's a manifestation of my own religiosity and my own necessity for a social explication of my internal findings. These videos are my society. Anyway, as I approach any manifestation in two-ness, I have an underlying essence that reads through these manifestations. For example, the priests eat the teruma when they come home. How come it starts with the evening? How come the day starts with the evening and not the morning? My previous video, I'm talking about, boys, this is my light. I see my face blinking lights as I stare into the green, as I stare into the webcam. What a difference. What a change. It's a meditation. Different level than looking at myself. As I'm doing this, I wonder how this is going to look. That's what's in my head right now. This is the real religiosity. What's happening inside my head while I do a religious observance. The kavana that occurs and the thoughts that occur while I'm saying the rote prayers. Each letter an archetype as I go in combinations from one letter to the next. The shin of the Shema Yisrael is Yud Kei Vav Kei in Atbash, which is Mem Zadok, Pei Zadok, which comes out to be 300, which is the shin itself. Most shins we see are an emblem for Yud Kei Vav Kei in Atbash, which is Bina, because that's a 300. So when we see it on the tefillin, we see two of those, which is 600. Adonai, Adonai, of the 13 attributes of mercy. But each of those is 300. Each of those is a shin of Yud Kei Vav Kei in Atbash, in the Bria world. Is that much different than the shin on the outside of the mezuzah? That shin is linked in to Yud Kei Vav Kei as 300, which is the shin. So in seeing the shin, we actually see Yud Kei Vav Kei. It's been said that the shin is the last letter of this world, and of the Olam Haba, the letter will be the Tov. Shin is this world's letter. It's Yud Kei Vav Kei as Atbash as its great secret. This feels good to me as I look into the light of the webcam. Still wondering how I'm going to perceive myself as the first time after all these years of using the computer that I'm looking straight ahead rather than at myself. This shin is all over. This shin is the Shema. This shin is the tefillin. This shin is the mezuzah. And as you know, I feel that everything is a hologram, that you only have to enter one thing. Enter the Shema. Use it as a mantra. Why do we need so many things? The essence is underneath all these things. The finding of that essence is starting with the evening. The day starts with the evening, not the morning. The day starts with the din. Strange gematria of the word yom is that its din is the same as its kedusha. The yom is yud, vav, mem. Those are three letters where the din is the same as its kedusha. So yud is yud, vav, dalet. So yud is 10, vav, dalet is 10. That's the din. Vav is vav, vav. So the vav is the din. And mem is mem, mem. Where the mem is the din. So when you do the total combination, it's 56 is kedusha, 56 is din, and you have 112, which is the gematria of Yud-K, Vav-K, and Elohim. Excuse me. Yeah. Yud-K, Vav-K, and Elohim, which is 26 and 86, that's 112, which is 1 Aleph, 111 plus 1. 112 as Adonai Elohim is the same as the word Yom. So again, when we express this, we find it's Yom HaKippurim. Yom, that is the opposite. Yom, that is a total day. There's no din. We stay up all night on Yom HaKippurim because there's no night. It's a one day. So one of the great secrets is to see that the night that starts, the day, is the same as the day, but to be discovered as such. So we start with din and convert it to kedusha. And so we get two parts. It becomes one part. In the highest echelon, there's only yom as light. Down here we have it as a split in the archetype. And we have darkness and light. But we only really have light. So when we're down here in the Bria world, in the Atbash world, we have a duality. And the day starts with the night, because this din isn't recognized as kedusha. So we must start with the night. But in effect, there's only light, only yom. This is nice. I've enjoyed this chat, staring into the light of the webcam rather than at myself. Let's see how this comes out. And remember, this is for my enjoyment, because every one of us is supposed to feel that the world was created for me. Not for me, it's for you. The world is created for them. But in my case, the world is created for me. It is for my totality of pleasure. And my greatest pleasure is to elevate my neshama in these years that I have between birth and death.